Well, the latest Twitter files dump, which is apparently the 10th if we're counting, reveals efforts from both the Biden and Trump White Houses to suppress ideas on social media related to COVID-19. According to independent journalist David Zweig, quote, Twitter did suppress views, many from doctors and scientific experts, that conflicted with the official positions of the White House. Adding, dissident yet legitimate content was labeled as misinformation, and the accounts of doctors and others were suspended. Here to react is Fox News medical contributor and Dr. Mark Siegel. Dr. Siegel, what do you make? What is your reaction to this quite lengthy Twitter files dump showing that both the Trump and the Biden administration sought to have some moderate content moderation?
Very disturbing. Censorship, especially coming from the government, Griff, is on the road to totalitarianism, isn't it? On either side, anyone in power trying to suppress opinions. And science is based on the diversity of opinions, especially in a situation of evolving science with a new virus that people don't understand, don't know about yet. That's why the word emergency use authorization was used, because it was new, because the vaccine was new, because we didn't know how contagious and deadly and how much this virus affected us. I said at the very beginning of the pandemic I was concerned about lockdowns because I had researched that for prior books on prior lockdowns going all the way back to the Middle Ages, where there were problems with them because people rebelled, people were fearful, and they didn't necessarily contain the pathogen. And this virus, we soon found out, was way more contagious than we thought, so lockdowns were a poor strategy, and yet there was an attempt made to call that misinformation and disinformation. And by the way, once you started with the term misinformation, the term mandate soon followed, right? Because if only your way is right, you have to impose it. You have to superimpose it. And they were superimposing it, the government was, on things that are questionable. Now, you probably know that I believe in this vaccine, but I'll tell you something else about it, though. It's not the kind of vaccine that prevents spread consistently. It is not surprising that that soon went off the table and it became more targeted towards severity. And if you're not preventing spread with the vaccine, how can you mandate its use? Yeah. That was a problem. And again, anyone who said that was marginalized on Twitter or attacked on Twitter, which is supposed to be a public forum.
And Dr. Siegel, so what we found in this dump that spans both administrations, because you talk about misinformation, it's important to sort of point out what David Zweig found in the case of the Trump administration. It was that they were meeting with Twitter executives saying, hey, we're worried about misinformation, like this tweet where we saw people falsely stating there was a run on grocery stores. They didn't want the panic to happen. But then when the Biden administration came in, they were focusing more on the anti-vaxxers. Here is an example that the Zweig posted here. This is an email regarding Harvard's Dr. Koldorf's tweet about vaccines for everyone, saying this: hi, team, sending a heads up that we will have to take action on Martin Koldorf, a professor of Harvard Medical School, for violating our COVID-19 misinformation policy, specifically by sharing false information regarding the efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccines, which goes against CDC guidelines. So just one example, Dr. Siegel, but how much do you believe this may have impacted the outcome of where we are today?
2 points on this, Griff. First of all, I don't think you can, on the Trump administration, I don't think you can control panic by controlling information. I don't agree with that. But to be fair, I found that administration to be open to my ideas. Even when I interviewed President Trump, he said, you're the first to point out collateral damage from the lockdowns. So, but I don't agree with controlling information to suppress panic. You cause panic by doing that. Second, on Dr. Koldorf, I don't actually agree completely with his statements on how he feels the vaccine works. But you know what I do believe in? His right to say so. His right to say so on Twitter and anywhere else he wants. That's the debate I'm talking about. It's got to be open. I get to say my views. He gets to say his views. Very disturbing that anyone would target him and try to marginalize him or cancel him out.
Such a great point, Dr. Mark Siegel. We'll see what comes in the new year. We know hearings are coming. Perhaps this will be part of that. Dr. Mark Siegel, thank you very much. Have a good Tuesday.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.